You're watching Satluj TV News. I'm Angus Scott in London. People from Western nations are now finding themselves increasingly the potential target of Indian terrorism and aggression. When Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau revealed he had evidence of the Indian state being behind the murder of one of their citizens, diplomatic relations between the two countries have plummeted. Although India has robustly denied the claim, Western nations' intelligence agencies forming the Five Eyes Alliance have supported Canada's claim as the investigation continues over further covert Indian activity amongst particularly Sikh communities internationally. And as the media in India remains one of the most government-controlled in the world, the ruling BJP party have ensured that the message fed to the Indian public has powerfully influenced the country's population to remain firmly on side. Whilst the vast majority of Indians hold no particular hostility towards the West, and in fact enjoy good mutual relations with the people of Europe and the Americas, the government's misinformation programme has had the inevitable effect of encouraging extreme elements across India into an anti-Western fury. This has now resulted in the Canadian government issuing advisories to its citizens to exercise a high degree of caution when visiting India due to the threat of terrorist activities throughout the country. Whilst the Canadian government's long-term advice has been for travellers to take care across areas usually associated with entrenched problems, like Manipur, Assam and Jammu and Kashmir, it has now taken the step of warning its citizens to take extreme care in and around Bengaluru, Chandigarh and Mumbai. The problem primarily stems from the Indian government's control over its media and its use of a huge online army of Hindutva activists operating on social media to both silence critics and whip up anti-Western sentiment. And it's in this knowledge that the Canadian government specifically references this activity and indirectly accuses the Indian government of deliberately encouraging its people to target its citizens in public. This unfortunate turn of events has exacerbated an already delicate diplomatic situation, which threatens to slide into something more serious. Yet the Indian government seems oblivious to its reputational damage. Meanwhile, Canada has repatriated 41 of its embassy staff and their families from India over fears for their personal safety, and particularly after India removed their diplomatic immunity. You've been watching Satluj TV News, and don't forget to click on that subscribe button to make sure you get to see stories as they're broadcast. And of course, if you have any comments or opinions on any of our news stories, you can comment below, or indeed drop us a direct message at message@satlujtv.com. We would love to hear from you. In the meantime, thanks for watching for Satluj TV News. I'm Angus Scott in London.